Hello and welcome to The Coming Conflict. This is Tom, of course, and this is going to be the first installment of a new segment that I'm going to be calling Why the F is Nobody Talking About This? We're going to go over some of the stories from the past week that I think didn't get enough attention and try to openly ponder with you guys as to why that might be. So, like always, this is January 23rd, 2023. And what we're going to be talking about is the past week. In the past week, a lot has happened. We had the Davos, we had the document scandal, and these are the top four stories that I think didn't get enough attention. So we all know at this point that Joe Biden is embroiled in a document scandal, in my opinion, being set up by his own people to get rid of him or cover their tracks. Whatever the reason, doesn't matter. For this, it doesn't matter. But what does matter is that Klain has decided to step down. Now, Klain is Joe Biden's chief of staff, widely believed to be the actual president, because we all know that Joe Biden is a potato. And it's not even that he stepped down. We can assume why, but it's who replaced him. Who replaced him is Jeff Zients, who ran President Joe Biden's COVID-19 response. Kind of weird. You may remember him by saying, but he's the one that said that anybody who's unvaccinated is going to be facing a severe winter of illness and death. There's more to this, though, because not only do we have Klain stepping down, we also had Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand, stepping down. And again, if you don't remember, she was probably one of the most tyrannical world leaders during COVID. I'll leave this linked in the description. It just goes through all of her crimes and aggressions. She was a World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, one of the chosen ones, along with Justin Trudeau. These were Klaus Schwab's hand-picked puppets. And for some reason, just out of nowhere, this woman decides to step down. Okay, that's interesting, Tom, but why are we bringing this up? Because who is replacing her? Chris Hipkins, poised to replace Jacinda Ardern as New Zealand's leader. Now, who is Chris Hipkins? Chris Hipkins is known for his role overseeing the country's response to the pandemic. Now, do you see the connection between these two stories? So as the World Economic Forum and Davos start to clearly lose grip of the narrative, they're clearly in panic. If you haven't watched Al Gore's Meltdown, you really should. It's clear that these people are scared of becoming irrelevant. They're still dangerous, and I said that in my last video, still dangerous. So don't for a second think they're going to give up. Schwab's been at this since 1971, and before that, again, like I said, we had the Trilateral Commission. This is an ongoing thing that's been working in the shadows for a long time. I don't think they're just going to go away. But the World Economic Forum is becoming so irrelevant, I feel like now it's just time for mask-off tyranny. So Klain stepping down, the COVID tyrant's going to step in. We got Jacinda Ardern stepping down. We have New Zealand's COVID tyrant stepping in. Okay? The Davos elite are, I think, learning that they don't have any more trust from society. So I think they're going to have to start playing hardball. Another interesting story that nobody's talking about, and again, this has to do with Davos, is that our very own FBI director, Christopher Wray, decided to make an appearance and give a little bit of a speech. I'm going to play this for you. This is a clip from American Journal over on Band.video. I strongly suggest that everybody goes over there, check them out. That is Alex Jones's video hosting platform. I'm going to go ahead and play this for you.
And I think the sophistication of the private sector is improving, and particularly important, the level of collaboration between the private sector and the government, especially the FBI, has, I think, made significant strides. Pretty much every technology we could talk about today, we see both great opportunity but great dangers in the wrong hand.
And see how it's just mask off. We have the Twitter files confirming all of this. And now Chris Wray's just like, yeah, so what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We're going to weaponize it against you. No, wait, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. It's dangerous. So we need to make sure that other people don't weaponize it against you. It might feel like we, the government, me, Chris Wray, and my FBI is using big tech to silence and suppress information of you, the American citizen. But I'm not. What I'm actually doing is I'm kind of doing a little bit of testing to make sure that nobody else does it to you. Yeah, okay, that's a load of crap. Nobody's talking about that. That was a full-on mask-off moment. And I wonder if it is because that the Twitter files being released in the way they did, and I see kind of how Elon Musk was thinking. You don't want to drop everything. You want to let people step in crap by releasing some information. These government organizations come out, they try to cover up for it, and then you release more information proving that they just lied again, and you do it in a building way, so it gets more intense and more intense. But I think the news cycle just lost it for whatever reason, and it's clear that they lost it because Chris Wray just got on a stage in front of the world elite and saying, yeah, we're working with private institutions, and it's great. They're so willing to work with us. It makes it so much easier for us to suppress your speech. Thank God for Google. Thank God for Facebook. Thank God for Elon Musk's Twitter, I bet. When you have Eliza Blue actively campaigning to get Jeremy from the Quartering and Brittany Venti suspended for posting a video of her doing, whatever not sexy, but whatever, despicable crap that she chose to do. She chose to make that video, and now she's choosing to banhammer people on behalf of Elon Musk, and Elon Musk isn't doing a damn thing about it. All right, speaking of Elon, this is going to be the third big story that I think everybody missed. Elon Musk reveals major side effects after second COVID booster. Well, that's kind of a big deal, right? Now, again, Elon's a snake in the grass because he criticized lockdowns here in the United States, but said nothing about China, has never spoken about China in regards to COVID, has never said a bad word about China because he's got a factory in Shanghai and he's got to be a good little communist lapdog to make sure he can keep producing cars. However, here in the United States, where we're protected by the First Amendment, at least theoretically, he is allowed to get on his platform and say whatever he wants and blow up, government ties to big tech, big pharma, all that. You know why? Because he's able to, because he's in America. But even still, he won't do it for China. Rant off. Let's see what he says. I had major side effects from my second booster shot. Felt like I was dying for several days. Hopefully, no permanent damage. But I don't know. And my cousin, who is young and in peak health, had a serious case of myocarditis, had to go to the hospital. Now, when I first saw this, I looked through, and it was just reply after reply after reply of me too, my friend, my family, my friend, my family. And now at the top, it's all this replying to Elon Musk. Apparently your cousin is a loser and a liar, according to this health expert. Like, what the hell? Again, I don't like Elon Musk, but you don't ever wish harm on somebody or their family. That's ridiculous. Or even call them stupid for expressing the fact that they've been harmed. I don't understand what happened where so many people are willing to line up and lick the boot of big pharma and big tech and big media and big whatever. I don't know what happened in this country that so many people are willing to ignore stories like this that have real world implications. Chris Wray saying he's mask off. Jacinda Ardern resigning, mask off, COVID tyrant. Ron Klain resigning. Ron Klain, again, you got to remember, when you hear Ron Klain, think Joe Biden because he's the one running the show, or was. Now, the new guy that's coming in, COVID tyrant, mask off. Things aren't going to get easier from here, folks. That's why you there listening to this show, you need to make sure that you're building your own institutions. Your family is the first institution. Your neighborhood is the second. Okay? Your business, where you work, the people you deal with, those are all institutions. People, when they hear the term institution, they think of colleges or the FBI or Congress. No, an institution is an anchor in your life. It's an anchor in your life. It's guidance. It's a solid fixture. It's a solid point in a turning world. And as the institutions around us in the Western world begin to crumble and everybody begins to lose faith, make sure that you have faith. Make sure that you have those institutions and those relationships so that when you are down and out or when you're feeling just black-pilled, you can say, you know what? Things aren't that bad because this person right here I love. This child right here I love. This business right here that I provide for my community. These people around me I love. And it's hard because there's a lot of real just jerk-offs out in society, but you gotta do the work to find the people to surround yourself with to get through this, because it's an information war. And the stories we just covered that nobody else is talking about, but are actually pretty important, omission is the same as a lie. And that's why in the information war, knowledge is power, but awareness is victory. Thank you very much for watching this. If you're watching it on YouTube, I also do a show on Rumble one time per week. It is an exclusive to Rumble. I try to be a little bit more spicy. I'm still a new content creator, but still, follow me on Truth, Getter, Twitter, @ComingConflict. I'm going to leave my Rumble page down in the description. Please subscribe to that. This is actually going to be the first video for my channel that's going up on YouTube. So if you're a watcher, subscribe, share it. Help me get the word out, guys. You have a great day. God bless. I will see you on Wednesday.